Our story begins not on Earth, but billions of years ago in the swirling chaos of the early universe. Scientists believe that our solar system was born from a massive cloud of gas and dust called a solar nebula. Gravity pulled this material together, forming our sun at the center and a disk of matter around it. Over time, this matter clumped together, creating the planets we know today. Earth, the third rock from the sun, formed in this incredibly violent and spectacular process, a product of cosmic dust and destiny. We live on a planet that seems used to us, but it's just a tiny, magnificent speck in the universe. Today we are taking a deep dive into our home, planet Earth. To truly understand its remarkable story, our journey began in the cosmos, placing Earth in its proper context. We are part of solar system, a family of 8 planets, and we are the third one from the sun. Our solar system also includes countless moons, asteroids, and comets, all bound together by the sun's immense gravity. Bias, a unique, privileged spot in our celestial neighborhood, a region scientists call the Goldilocks zone. This is a precise distance from the sun where temperatures are perfect for a liquid water to exist on the surface. But it's not just about temperature, it's also count about atmospheric pressure, which on Earth is just right to keep water from boiling away or freezing solid. This rare combination of perfect temperature and pressure make our planet a true heaven for life. And our amazing atmosphere is protected by an invisible force field, the magnetosphere, generated by our churning liquid iron outer core. This shield deflects the dangerous solar wind, a stream of charged particles that would otherwise strip away our atmosphere, leaving the planet burned and lifeless like Mars. Earth's distance from the sun is 150 million kilometers, which is very far distance, and diameter of Earth is 12,756 kilometers. So it's important to note that Earth is not a perfect sphere due to its rotation. And about the rotation speed, the Earth spins on its axis at speed about 1600 kilometers per hour, which is very fast. Earth orbits the sun at an average speed of about 1,07,088.26 km per hour. So our planet Earth have its natural satellite called Moon. So its distance is from Earth is 3,84,400 km. Our Moon is a constant companion and a vital force. It's theorized that it is formed from a gigantic impact with a proto-planet named Theia. Early in the Earth's history, this cosmic crash created a debris ring that eventually coalesced into our Moon. Its gravitational pull is the primary driver of ocean tides, creating a gentle rhythm for a marine ecosystem. More critically, the Moon's gravitational presence acts like a stabilizer, keep Earth's rotational axis at a consistent tilt of about 23.5 degrees. Without this stability, our planet's tilt would wobble dramatically, leading to catastrophic shift in seasons and climate. So, do you know Earth orbits the Sun at an average speed of about 1,07,826 km per hour? The daily cycle of day and night is also a fundamental rhythm of our planet. The Earth spins on its axis once every 24 hours, a process we call rotation. This is what gives us the rising and setting sun and the consistent cycle of light and dark. Our orbit around the sun, which take approximately 365.25 days, defines our year and give us our seasons. As Earth orbits, its tilted axis means that different parts of the planets receive varying amount of sunlight throughout the year. The northern hemisphere tilts toward the sun in summer, while the southern hemisphere tilts away. This astronomical balance provides the rhythm and stability for all life on Earth. The Earth we stand on is merely the thin outer shell of a complex, powerful engine. Our planet is layered like an onion. The thin, rocky crust we live on is the outermost layer. Below it lies the mantle, a vast, solid but pliable layer of rock that make up about 84% of Earth's total volume. The heat from the core creates powerful convection currents in the mantle, like boiling water in a pot, which slowly move the solid mantle rock. At the very center is the core, a sphere of incredibly hot iron and nickel. The inner core is solid due to immense pressure, while the outer core is a liquid ocean of swirling mantle. This liquid outer core's motion generates our planet's vital magnetic field. Swirling mantle currents are the engine behind plate tectonics. The Earth's crust is not a single piece, but a jigsaw puzzle of enormous plates. At convergent boundaries, plates collide. When two continental plates meet, the land buckles and folds, forming massive mountain ranges like the Himalayas. When an oceanic plate crashes into a continental one, the denser oceanic plate sinks or subducts, create deep ocean trenches and triggering intense volcanic activity. The Pacific Ring of Fire, a house-shaped belt of volcanoes and earthquake zones, is a prime example of this. At divergent boundaries, plates pull out apart, allowing magma to rise and form new crust, creating vast underwater mountain chain called mid-ocean ridges. And at transformed boundaries, plates slide past each other, building up stress that is released as devastating earthquakes. such as those along California San Andreas fault layers boundaries. Some volcanoes are formed by a different process entirely deep within the mantle. There are isolated columns of hot rocks called hotspots. These hotspots burn through the crust, creating a volcano on the surface. As the tectonic plate moves over the stationary hotspot, it creates a chain of volcanoes. The Hawaiian Islands are a perfect example of this. The oldest islands are far from the hot spot, while the youngest, still volcanically active islands are directly above it. Whether a volcano is formed by a hot spot or a plate boundaries, the eruption of molten rock or lava is a powerful reminder of the incredible forces at work within our planet. Earth is bathed in a vast sea of air, our atmosphere. This life-sustaining blanket is made mostly of nitrogen, about 78%, and oxygen, about 21%. But it's not a single layer. The lowest layer is the troposphere, where we live and where all weather happens. About that is the stratosphere, which contains the ozone layer. This thin shield of ozone gas is absolutely critical as it absorbs the sun's harmful ultraviolet UV radiation, protecting all life on the surface from its damaging effect. Higher still are the mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere, each with unique properties that protect our planet from meteors and space radiation. The atmosphere also regulates our planet's temperature through the greenhouse effect. Sunlight enters, warms the surface, and some of that heat is radiated back. Gases like carbon dioxide and methane trap some of this escaping heat, keeping the earth at a comfortable temperature. This is a natural, necessary process. However, the burning of fossil fuel has significantly increased the concentration of these gases, making the atmospheric blanket too thin. This has led to global warming, which has caused rapid climate change. Consequences include more external weather events, rising sea levels, and ocean acidification, which harming marine life. The atmosphere is also the engine of water cycle. Water evaporates from oceans, lakes, and even from the plants through a process called transpiration. This water vapor rises, cools, and condenses into clouds. These clouds move with wind, eventually release their moisture as precipitation, rain, snow, or hail. The water then collects in rivers and lakes or seeps into the ground. This constant global process ensures a supply of fresh water and is responsible for all of our weather pattern, from gentle breeze to powerful hurricanes. Nowadays, some countries using artificial rain or cloud seeding is a weather modification technique that introduces substances like silver iodide into cloud to stimulate rainfall. Its bad effects include potential long-term buildup of chemicals in the environment, disruption of natural weather pattern, health risk from prolonged chemical exposure, and the possibility of worsening local air pollution or shifting rainfall to other areas. It's also not a foolproof solution. It's is costly, requires suitable weather condition, and can be distraction from addressing the root cause of problem like drought or pollution. Earth is not just a planet of rock and air. It's a planet of life in staggering a variety. The planet's surface is home to different biomass, large communities of plants and animals adapted to their specific environment. The tropical rainforests are the most biodiverse with layered canopies and an incredible density of species. In contrast, the deserts, both hot and cold, have very little rainfall but are home to highly specialized plants like cacti and animals like camels that have evolved incredible ways to conserve water. The tundra is a frozen landscape where life survives in a perpetual deep freeze. About Biome is a large geographical region characterized by a distinct climate and specific type of plants, flora, and animals, fauna that have adapted to those conditions. These distinct communities of living organisms are shaped by abiotic factors like temperature, rainfall, soil, and water availability. Examples of major biomes include tropical rainforest, desert, grasslands, temperate deciduous forest, taiga, tundra, and various freshwater and marine biomes. The largest biome on Earth is the ocean. It's so vast that it's a divided into zones. The sunlit zone and the top is where photosynthesis occurs, supporting most of marine life below this. The twilight zone where only faint light penetrates and life adapts with large eyes or bioluminescence. Then there is the midnight zone, a realm of complete darkness where bizarre creatures thrive on dead organic matter falling from above, and where some ecosystem exists around hydrothermal vents powered by chemical rather than sunlight. This unique environment proves that life can find a way to survive in the most extreme condition, and we should study about it. This amazing variety of life or biodiversity is the foundation of our planet's health. Every species from tiniest to microbe in the soil to the largest whale in the sea play a role. The loss of a single keystone species like the sea otter can lead to collapse of entire ecosystem. Can you imagine this? The sea otter eats sea urchins, which in turn eat kelp forests without the otters. The urchin population explode and the kelp forest, a critical habitat from thousands of species, disappear. Every living thing is the part of interconnected web, so we should respect each other. Story of Earth is one of incredible resilience and beauty, but today its health is at breaking point. The challenges are daunting. Climate change threatens our very existence. Plastic pollution chokes our ocean and contaminates our food, and deforestation destroy critical habitats and accelerate global warming. These problems are not natural. They are human-made, but here the powerful truth. If we created these problems, we also have the power to solve them. So we should focus on this and help each other to grow a healthy earth. We know that above the water and lands is our atmosphere, a gaseous ocean divided into five main layers. The troposphere is the lowest layer, and stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. Each layer have a specific job working together to make Earth habitable world. Weather is the product of these atmospheric forces. The sun heats the earth unevenly, creating differences in air. Air moves from high pressure area to low pressure area, creating wind. When warm, moist air rises, it cools and condenses, forming clouds. This can lead to rain, snow, or even powerful storm. Global wind patterns are influenced by the Coriolis effect, creating predictable large-scale systems. The El Nino Southern Oscillation, for example, is the periodic warming of the Pacific Ocean that has major impact on weather patterns across the globe. We must also talk about the cryosphere, the frozen part of our planet. This includes glaciers, ice caps, and sea ice. The massive ice sheets in Greenland and Antarctica hold a staggering 99% of the world's freshwater. These frozen reservoirs are vital climate regulators, reflecting sunlight and cooling the planet. Scientists study ice core to look back in the time, analyzing ancient air bubbles trapped in the ice to understand past climate and the history of our atmosphere. The greatest story on Earth is the story of life itself. The first life forms appeared about 3.7 billion years ago, likely as single-celled organisms in the ocean. The early atmosphere had no free oxygen, but a revolution occurred within the evolution of cyanobacteria. These organisms began to photosynthesize, producing oxygen as waste product. This great oxygenation event changed the atmosphere forever, paving the way for more complex oxygen-breathing life to evolve. The Cambrian explosion, about 540 million years ago, saw a rapid burst of life and the emergence of most major animal groups. Life on Earth is organized into a web of ecosystems within large biomass. We have terrestrial biomass on land and aquatic biomass in water. The tropical rainforest, the Earth's lungs, producing oxygen and housing over half of the world's species. The savannas and grassland are the vast plains that support massive herds of grazing animals. The tundra and boreal forests are the cold adapted biomass of the polar and subpolar regions, and in the water, coral reefs are rainforests of sea, teeming with vibrant life, while wetlands and estuaries are critical nurseries for countless marine species. The incredible variety of life is called biodiversity, and it is the key to healthy planet. A diverse ecosystem is a resilient one. Each species, no matter how small, has role to play. Think of a keystone species like wolves in Yellowstone National Park. The reintroduction of wolves changed the entire ecosystem, allowing beavers and other animals to return and restoring the health of entire landscape. The loss of single species can have cascading effect, disruption the entire web life. In recent event, they bring dire wolves back in Earth. They was the extinct species. I'm not sure about it should be done or not. For millions of years, human evolution was part of the natural story. But over the last 10,000 years, within the rise of agriculture and more recently the industrial revolution, our impact has become so profound that scientists now refer to our current period as the Anthropocene, a new geological epoch defined by human activity. We are no longer just a part of the ecosystem, we are the dominant force shaping it and also destroying it. And our choices are having global impact on the every system we have discussed today. The earth is sending us clear message. The symptoms of our impact are everywhere. You can see everywhere pollution and everything. Climate change is accelerating, causing more frequent and intense storm, droughts, and heat waves. Plastic pollution has become a global crisis. Within microplastic, now found in every corner of planet, from the highest mountain to deepest ocean, and even in our bodies. Deforestation is destroying habitats at an alarming rate, pushing countless species toward extinction, and we are seeing alarming rate of ocean acidification caused by the ocean absorbing excess CO2, which threaten very foundation of marine food chain. But if new story is also being written, one of hope and innovation. The transition to clean renewable energy is underway, with solar, wind, and geothermal power become more affordable and accessible than ever before. Sustainable agriculture like regenerative farming is helping to restore soil health and combat climate change. The circular economy, which aims to eliminate waste and keep resources in use, is gaining momentum. We are seeing incredible conservation effort to protect endangered species and restore damaged ecosystems. Fight to protect our planet require action on every level. It starts with individuals making conscious choices about their consumption and waste. It continues at community level through local initiative and sustainable urban planning, and it must be culminate in global collaboration and political will. International agreement like the Paris Agreement, though imperfect, are step toward a shared goal. Investing in scientific research and education is also vital. We cannot solve problems we do not understand. The journey of our planet is long and complex, one from cosmic dust to living birth world. It is the only home we have, and it is a masterpiece of balance and interconnected system. The story is not over. We are not critical crossroad, but we are also armed with knowledge, innovation, and collective responsibility. The future of Earth is in our hand. Let's make it bright, healthy, and sustainable and good. We have explored the incredible complexity and beauty of our home. We have seen how it functions from deep core to vast reaches of space. We have seen its power and its fragility. This planet is a miracle and we are its guardian. Let's make a promise to be good stewards of Earth. Thank you for joining us on this journey. For more content like this, be sure like this video and subscribe to our channel. The future of our home is in our hand. Let's make it bright one. Now I am going to start next part of this video about the Earth future. So let's begin. Now I'm going to start next part of this video. It's going to be about title like future of our planet Earth, and we are going to talk about all detailed things. So this is going to begin in after 30 minutes. Let's begin. Present moment, our wake up call. Welcome to Earth 2100, 21st century. Today we stand at a pivotal moment in our planet's 4.5 billion year history. For first time, a single species, us, humanity, hold the power to fundamentally alter the course of its future. The decision we make in the next few decades will determine the fates of countless species, entire ecosystem, and indeed our own civilization. This is not a distant problem, it's here now demanding our attention. The signs are undeniable. Our planet is warming at an unprecedented rate, a phenomenon known as climate change. You can see all over here in Earth today climate change. Global average temperature have already risen by over 1 degree Celsius since pre-industrial time, driven primarily by human emissions of greenhouses gases like carbon dioxide and methane. This warming is not uniform. Some regions are heating faster, beating the low temperature. The scientific consensus is clear. We are living through a human-induced transformation of Earth's climate system. The consequences of this warming are already we can see here and there. We are witnessing more frequent and intense extreme weather events like floods, high heat, prolonged drought, fueling wildfires. A recent event of in California fire, wildfires across continents, catastrophic floods displacing millions and more. Powerful hurricanes and cyclones devastating coastal communities. These events are not isolated incidents. They are becoming the new normal, testing the resilience of infrastructure and human societies. Worldwide earthquakes, the economic cost alone is striking, running into the trillions of dollars. Beyond the immediate weather, climate change is reshaping entire ecosystem. Ocean acidification caused by absorption of excess atmospheric carbon dioxide threaten the very foundation of marine food web, dissolving the shells of countless organisms. Coral reefs, vital nurseries for oceanic life, are experiencing widespread bleaching and death. On land, rise temperatures are pushing species out of their natural habitats, accelerating what scientists call the sixth mass extinction event. We are losing biodiversity at a rate unseen even the age of dinosaurs. Resources depletion and pollution further compound these challenges. Our global population, now over 8 billion, places immense pressure on finite resources like fresh water, arable lands, and raw material. The vast amount of waste we generate, practically plastic pollution, are choking our ocean and contaminating ecosystem worldwide. Air pollution continues to be a major health crisis in many urban centers, claiming millions of lives annually. Our footprint is simply too large for the planet to sustain indefinitely. The complexity of these interconnected crises can feel overwhelming. Climate change, biodiversity loss, pollution, resources scarcity, they are all symptoms of fundamental imbalance between human activity and planetary boundaries. But understanding this present moment is not about disappear, it's about clarity. It's our wake-up call, a stark realization that the future of Earth is not given. It's a choice, and the time to choose is now. The future is not predetermined. Humanity possesses the ingenuity, technology, and collective will to forge a sustainable path. The most critical shift involves our every energy system. The global transition to renewable energy sources like solar and wind, geothermal and hydropower is gaining unprecedented moment. We are witnessing rapid advancement in battery storage, smart grids, and even next generation nuclear power that promise a future free from fossil fuels. Countries and corporations are setting emissions target demonstrating that 100% renewable energy use is not just a dream but an achievable reality. Our cities currently major contributor to the emissions are transforming into hubs of sustainability. Urban planning is focusing on dense, walkable community, integrating public transport network and green infrastructure. Buildings are becoming energy efficient, even energy positive, equipped with rooftop solar. Rainwater harvesting and vertical farm smart city technology optimize resource use from waste management to traffic flow. The concept of a 50-minute city where all essential services are within a short walk or bike ride is gaining traction, promising healthier, more livable urban environments. Beyond energy and cities, our entire economic model is shifting towards sustainability. The circular economy is replacing the linear take, make, dispose model. Products are designed for durability, repair, and recycling, minimizing waste and maximizing resources efficiency. New business models prioritize service over ownership, like product as a services, reducing the need for constant new production. This paradigm shift means the less extinction of raw material, less pollution, and more resilient economy that respect planetary boundaries. Food system responsible for a significant portion of global emissions and land use are also undergoing a radical transformation. Sustainable agriculture practices like regenerative farming, agroforestry, and permaculture are restoring soil health, capturing carbon, and enhancing biodiversity. Innovation in alternative proteins, such as plant-based meats and lab-grown cellular agriculture, offer the potential to dramatically reduce the environmental footprint of food production. Food waste is being drastically cut through better logistics, consumer awareness, and technological solutions. This is the future where food is both abundant and environmentally responsible. A sustainable future is not just about reducing harm, it's about activity healing the planet. Ecosystem restoring is a critical component, bringing damaged habitats back to life. This includes massive reforestation efforts, rehabilitating degraded wetlands, and restoring the vital coastal ecosystem like mangroves and salt marshes that protect against sea level rise and absorb carbon. These projects don't just sequester carbon, they revive biodiversity and provide essential service for human community. Rebuilding takes restoration a step further, aiming to restore natural processes and reintroduce keystone species that once shaped the landscape. From bringing back wolves to Yellowstone, which dramatically transformed the entire ecosystem, to reintroducing beavers in Europe to create natural wetlands. These initiatives demonstrate nature's incredible capacity to heal when given the chances. Rewilding is not just about bringing back animals, it's about restoring the animal heart of our plants, creating more resilient and functional ecosystem. Our ocean once thought limitless are now recognized as fragile. Marine protected area are expanding globally, creating safe haven where fish stocks can recover and marine biodiversity can flourish. Innovative projects are cleaning up plastic pollution using technology and human ingenuity to remove vast quantities of waste from our seas. We also see effort to restore critical habitat like coral reefs using techniques such as coral gardening and even developing more resilient core species. Beyond species projects are profound shift in the human perception in underway. They are growing understanding of our interconnection with nature, moving from the mindset of domination to one of stewardship, indigenous knowledge with its deep understanding of ecological balance. It's finally being recognized and integrated into conservation strategies. This culture reawakening is essential, reminding us that we are not separate from nature, but an internal part of it, while reducing emission in per amount. Technology offers additional tool to manage the legacy of pollution. Carbon capture and storage technology aim to capture CO2 directly from industrial sources or even from the air itself. Direct air capture. This captured carbon can be stored underground or even covered into the useful product. While still in early stage, these technology could play a role in rapidly reducing atmospheric carbon. Another frontier is geoengineering, a controversial but potentially powerful set of intervention designed to deliberately manipulative Earth's climate system. One approach, solar radiation management, aim to reflect more sunlight back into the space. This could involve injecting aerosol into the stratosphere to mimic volcanic eruption or brightening cloud. These methods could rapidly cool the planet, but they come with a significant risk and unknown side effects require careful ethical and scientific consideration. However, the ethical implications of these powerful technologies are immense. Who decide when and how to deploy geoengineering? What are unforeseen consequences? These questions require a robust global governance, equitable access, and deep commitment to scientific integrity. Technology is a tool, not a savior. Its responsible deployment will be key to navigating the complex future of Earth. Global cooperation, often challenging, is becoming increasingly critical complex environmental issue. Transcend national borders require shared solution. International agreement in climate, biodiversity, and pollution are vital, but so are bottom-up initiatives. Cities collaborating, scientists share data, and civil society organizations building bridges across cultures. This era calls for unprecedented level of global solidarity and collective action. In a positive scenario, we envision a planet powered by clean energy where cities are green and livable, where nature is restored and biodiversity thrives. It's a world where technology serves humanity and the planet, not just profit. A future where equitable access to resources is prioritized, and communities are resilient to the changes already locked in. This future is within reach, but it demands bold leadership, sustained effort, and a shared vision. We are the authors. The choice we make today in our home, our community, and our nations will determine the next chapter. It's a colossal challenge, but it's also humanity's greatest opportunity to redefine our relationship with our planet and with each other. This is moment to build future where both humanity and earth can truly thrive. Let's make it very great. For millennia, humanity gazed at stars with wonder. But in 21st century, that wonder transformed into profound necessity. Our home world Earth, for all its unparalleled beauty and bounty faced unprecedented challenge, climate changes, resource depletion, and the specter of overpopulation began to define our future. The question shifted from are we alone to can we survive elsewhere? The call to the star, once a dream, became pressing imperative. The scientific and technological leap of 20 and early 21st century laid the groundwork from first rocket to International Space Station. Each step pushed the boundary of human presence beyond Earth. Embrace visionary championed the ideal of transforming an other world, transforming hostile environmental into habitable heaven. But the sheer scale of the challenges remained immense. Where would we go, and how would we get there? The search began close to home, within our own solar system. Mars, our reddish neighbor, quickly emerged as the prime candidate. It possessed a thin atmosphere, water ice at its pole, and a 20.5-hour day per night cycle, remarkably similar to the Earth. While unforgiving, its potential for transforming and resource extraction made it stand out from the other more extreme world like Venus or gas giant icy moons. Mars become humanity's first interstellar target. The initial phase, spanning decades, was dominated by robotic exploration. Rover like Curiosity and Perseverance meticulously mapped the Martian surface, analyzed its geology, and searched for signs of past microbial life. Orbiter scanned for water reservoir and potential landing sites. The era of remote sensing and analysis provided critical data, informing missions architects about the immense challenges and hidden opportunity awaiting human explorers. Every rock, every dust sample was piece of the puzzle. The motivation for leaving Earth was not solely about the escape, it was also about survival and an innate human drive to explore. The concept of planetary insurance against catastrophic event on Earth, an asteroid's impact, a super volcano, or even global conflict become a powerful argument. But deeper still, it was the echo of our ancient ancestor venturing across continents, driven by curiosity, resilience, and the relentless pursuing of the next horizon. The dream of becoming a multi-planetary species had taken root. The first human mission to Mars was triumph of engineering and human courage, of years of preparation. Countless simulation and trillions of dollars culminated in the launch of the Odyssey, carrying a diverse crew of scientists, engineering, and medics. The journey itself was fraught with perils, the dangers of radiation in deep space, the psychological toll of isolation, and immense technical challenges of populations and life support every day was test of human endurance. So now we will discuss about how we can save our planet Earth. We hear a lot about climate change, pollution, and how our planet is in trouble. It can feel overwhelmed, right? Like, what can we one person really do? Well, today I am here to tell you a lot. Every single action, no matter how small, adds up. And in this video, last section, I'm going to share 10 simple actionable way you can start saving our planet today. Let's dive in. First, reduce, reuse, recycle. The golden rule. First up, it's the classic for everyone. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Think about it. Can you buy less? Can you something again instead of throwing it away? And when you do dispose of something, make sure it goes in the right way. Reducing waste is always better than recycling it. Number 2 step. Conserve water. Every drop counts. Water is life, but it also a finite source. Conserve water. Take shorter shower. Turn off the tap while brushing your teeth. Fix leaky faucets and make even collects rainwater for your plants if you are a plant lover. Every drop saved help reduce energy used in water treatment and delivery. Number 3. Save energy at home. Unplug it. Our home use lot of energy. Be an energy saver. Turn off light when you leave room. Unplug electronics when not in use. They are called vampire power because they still draw electricity. Switch to LED bulb. And if you can, consider smart thermostats and energy efficient appliances. Number 4. Embrace sustainable transport. Walk, bike, share. Our cars are big polluters. Choose sustainable transport whenever possible. Walk, bike, or use public transport. It is for your health and planet. If you need a car, consider carpooling, or if you are in the market, look into electric or hybrid options. Number 5. Eat less. So, this one might surprise some, but reducing your food can have a huge impact. You can eat lots of vegetables, grow vegetables. They are also good for our soil. And number 6. Shop smart, ethical and local. Every purchase is worth. Shop smart and support ethical businesses. Look for products that are locally sourced, sustainably produced, and some come from companies with good environmental practices. Avoid fast fashion and overconsumption. Invest in quality items that last. Now, number 7. Say no to single-use plastic. This is a big one. Say no to single-use plastic. Plastic straws, plastic bags, plastic bottles. They end up in landfills and ocean, harming wildlife and ecosystem for hundreds of years. Carry your own reusable item and choose product with minimal packaging. Number 8. Plant tree and support reforestation. Trees are the lungs of planet. Plant trees and support reforestation effort. If you have space, plant a tree. If not, support organizations that are planting trees around the world. Every new we have absorbed carbon dioxide, clean our air and provide habitat for wildlife. Number 9. Educate yourself and others. Knowledge is power. Educate yourself and others. Learn more about environmental issues, climate science and sustainable practice. Share what you learn with friends and family. Encourage thoughtful conversation. The more informed we all are, the better decision we can make. And number 10. Use your voice, vote and participate. Finally and crucially, use your voice, vote for leaders who prioritize environmental protection. Support policies that push for renewable energy, conservation and sustainable development. Join local environmental groups, sign petitions and make your concern heard. Collective action create monumental change. So in conclusion, empowering and hopeful. See, making a difference is not about being perfect overnight. It's about making conscious choice day by day. Imagine if millions of us adopted even just a few of these habits, the impact would be immense. Our planet is incredible and it's our only home. Let's work together to protect it. Which of these tips are you going to start with? Let me know in the comment below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more content. Now we are at the last stage of this video. We have explored the history of our planet, the incredible facts that make it unique, and the way we can choose to protect it. We have seen the beauty, the complexity, and our planet home. But we have also seen the scars, the evidence of our impact of undeniable, the rising temperature, the polluted ocean, the loss of species. We are at this moment at critical crossroads. For millennia, humanity has been force of change on this planet. But now we have a choice. We can continue down a path of consumption and neglect, or we can choose a different future, a future of responsibility, of innovation, of healing. The scientific consensus is clear. The solution exists. The technology is here. What's needed now is change in our collective mindset. A shift from what can I get or to what can I give. The responsibility to act is not something to fear. It's a privilege. It is an opportunity to be generation that turn the tide, to be the heroes of this day. Remember the simple acts we discussed. Using reusable water bottle, turning off a light, choosing to bike instead of drive. These are not just habits. These are declarations. They are your personal commitments to a better future. The earth does not need us to save it. The earth exists for billions of years and it will continue to exist long after we are gone. The truth is, we need to save ourselves. We need to save our home, our future, and future of generation to come. The clock is ticking, but the story is not just written. The final chapter are being written by us right now. With every choice we make, let's make this the chapter where we choose to be the solution. The choice is yours. And thank you for watching this whole video and hope you enjoyed, and also like, share and subscribe, and make sure you share it with your friends, family, and your friend's girlfriend, wife, husband, everyone. You can share this video. This is a very good video for our earth. So hope you enjoyed. Thank you for being part of the change. As we close this chapter, I want to leave you with one final thought. The story of our planet is still being written, and we are holding the pen. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey. Your passion and commitment give me so much hope. Thank you for choosing to part of the solution. Until next time, let's go out and make a difference. Hope you will save our planet Earth and you will look out the world differently after watching this whole video. So I made a clear points about the planet Earth, why we need this planet to save. There is a lots of issue within the our planet, like overpopulations, like so we need to save our species. We need to grow vegetables, grow healthy food, grow forest, and we have to grow everything. We don't have to disturb nature, like do not do cloud seeding and do not divert rivers. You can see all the flood while this climate change. There is lots of issue when you change nature. If you change nature or like rivers, you change cloud seeding, like it will impact you, it will destroy you. So make sure you enjoy your life with forest all over your house. Plant more forest in your reach. Urbanization is very bad for nature. It will also drain your energy. So you can see there is lots of things like stress in this daily life. You can't live this. You need a change. You need to make sure you have good area for where you live, like you have house and you have your own field where you can grow your food, you can sell it, and you can watch night with full of star, not within reach. So in like we can say about Himalayas, they have very beautiful places there you can watch beautiful sky, beautiful star in night. But in your place like USA, you can't see the star at night because there is lots of pollution. So we need to focus on it. This is a very strange issue. We need to focus on it. So this is the whole video about this whole. I hope you enjoy this video and make sure change yourself. I personally live in the area where there is a lots of forest in here and there, but this city life is not good for planet Earth. You need to change. You need to act fast before everything is gone, like the sunset. So rise and shine. Make sure you do right thing. Use less pollution, like use less plastic, and don't buy anything that you don't need. So that's all. So hope you enjoyed this video. So now this is the end of the video and I'm going to say goodbye. See you in the next video. See you.